Hey there. Today, I'll be showing you some tips for completing the Monarch's Journey challenges for... Okay, I'm gonna try my best here. Botstain Stenkyrka of Gotland. As usual, I did my playthrough of this challenge with only DLC that have been made available for free in the past. The Old Gods, Sword of Islam, Sons of Abraham, The Reaper's Due, and Horse Lords. In addition, this challenge requires the Republic DLC, which has not been made available for free, since we're playing as a Merchant Republic. I'll just come right out and say it. As far as I can tell, there are no quick and easy ways of accomplishing these challenges. All three of Botstain's challenges require enormous amounts of money, enormous amounts of construction, and a decent amount of conquest. I do have a couple tips to give about playing a Merchant Republic in general, but you're not going to find any quick exploits this time around. First up, Aegir's Island. Completely control the Duchy of Gotland, have at least 20 cities within your realm, fully upgrade your family palace, and have the County of Gotland as your capital. The flavor text for the challenge also talks about making Gotland an independent kingdom. I became the independent king of Lithuania before completing it, but I don't know if that's strictly required for the challenge. Second, Embargo. Personally own as many trade posts as possible, but they only count if they have at least Tier 2 upgrades on all of their buildings. 3 posts for bronze, 4 for silver, and 5 for gold. This challenge can only be completed by playing as Botstain himself. Finally, trading cities. Make your entire republic own as many trade posts as possible among all of its patrician families. 20 for bronze, 40 for silver, and 60 for gold. For those of you who aren't familiar with what you should be doing as a Merchant Republic, here's a quick rundown. Your character is one of 5 patrician families, and in Botstain's case he's currently the Grand Mayor who's leading all of them. Succession in Merchant Republics is done by election. You pick the next heir you want by giving an unlanded male dynasty member in your court the designated heir honorary title, and he's given a respect score in the election that increases the older he gets and the more prestige he accumulates. All the current leaders of the other patrician families are also competing in the election with their own respect, and when the current ruler of the Republic dies, whichever candidate has the most respect becomes the next ruler. Obviously, you always want your family to be on top, so if you're not winning naturally with your heir's age and prestige, you can improve their respect directly by funneling money into a campaign fund to increase their respect. Another option is, arranging tragic accidents for the more respectful candidates, but if you get caught doing that, you've just angered the entire family for a long time. I can't stress this enough. If you have any chance of winning the election by pouring money into the campaign fund, do it. A patrician that isn't ruling the Republic is too weak to really accomplish anything as a vassal, and you'll need to pour money into a future election to get back into power, so you might as well just invest in never losing that power to begin with. So the focus is making money. You do that by investing in building trade posts across the world. You can build trade posts in basically any coastal county, even ones that are owned by somebody else. The cost is higher depending on how far away it is from your own land, and the more prosperous the county is, the more of that prosperity will flow through your trade post. You can also construct upgrades to add bonuses to them. The number of trade posts you can build depends on your trade practices technology, as well as the number of adult male dynasty members who are in your court. You should try to never be under your maximum limit of trade posts, because that max limit will decrease if the men in your family die or leave your court. There's no penalty for being over your max, so if you can build 10 trade posts now, but you lose an uncle or 2, and your limit goes down to 9, you get to keep all 10 of the posts you already had without any problems. Keep the men of your family together in your court, don't give them land if you can help it, and you'll quickly see your trade post limit explode as your dynasty gets larger. You do take an income penalty for having men of your family in your court, but the trade post wealth more than makes up for it. Merchant republics allegedly have a tougher time expanding than feudal realms, but in practice they really don't. They still have access to claimant and holy wars like anyone else, and they even have a couple special options of their own. They can war against other merchant republics to steal trade posts, and if you have a trade post built in another ruler's county that has a city holding inside it, you can declare a war to take that city. Once you have the city, you can declare war again to take the entire county if it isn't too far away. Depending on how powerful you are and how much control you desire over the land your trade posts are in, merchant republics can be extremely efficient at opportunistically seizing prime coastal land and using it to spread their trade empire far and wide. The final mechanic for republics is the Family Palace, a Baron-level title that you can never lose unless your dynasty dies out or you somehow stop being a Merchant Republic government. If you don't have any other land, you'll still be able to continue playing the game because of your ownership of the palace, which also serves as the nerve center of your power. You can build a batch of expensive but powerful constructions in the palace to give yourself a standing army even without owning any actual land on the map, as well as other bonuses like tax income and direct bonuses to your character's skills. Anyway, let's get started with with Botstain. You're a single county merchant republic vassal of the King of Sweden, and you're decently powerful right off the bat. The Embargo challenge needs to be your first priority since you can't complete it with anyone besides your starting character. In my start, my trade post maximum limit was only 2, which is quite far from the 5 that you need for the gold challenge. Botstain starts the challenge at 19, so you need to do whatever you can to keep him alive until there are enough men in the dynasty to have a trade post limit of 5. If you have any adult male family members who are outside of your court, try to invite them to help you out. Save up your economic technology to improve your trade practices and construction. Don't spend them on anything else. Build the trade posts as quickly as possible before the other patrician families snap up the most profitable locations. When constructing the upgrades, complete the ones that give trade income first, because that will allow them to reimburse you for the cost of the constructions quicker, allowing you to build the next construction or trade post earlier, and so on and so forth. Sons of Abraham lets you take a 300 gold loan from the Jews right off the bat, which should help you establish a prime trade post and maybe even start upgrading it before you unpause. Once your family has 5 trade posts with all 3 buildings within them upgraded to at least level 2, Embargo will be complete. Once you're done with that and Botstain can safely die without locking you out of any challenges, get to work on the requirements for Aegir's Island. Completely controlling Gotland and keeping it as your capital are non-issues as long as you control the elections well enough to stay in control over the Merchant Republic. Having 20 cities in your realm is the first issue. You have 1 city in Gotland and empty space for 1 more if you spend the money, but inevitably you're going to need to expand. You have 2 options for this. First, play in the intended way as a merchant republic, growing powerful enough to conquer the cities that you build your trade posts in until you have 20 in your realm. Alternatively, realize that you're a Catholic and that with the extreme levels of wealth that you should have, you're in a perfect position to exploit a crusade. When a crusade is called, hire a large but sustainable army of mercenaries and throw them into as many large battles as possible to win the overall title, which you should keep for yourself to immediately become an independent king and gain all the land within the crusade target. If you're able to change the crusade target, you have some options to make this easier for yourself. By changing your target to a kingdom that's weak and close to you, you can ensure that you get there first and are able to shatter the enemy's armies, practically guaranteeing you #1 crusade participation. This is what I did, changing the crusade target to tribal Lithuania just across the pond from Gotland, and easily took over the whole place. The drawback of going for a tribal realm is that they usually don't have cities built in them, so you need to use your own money to construct new cities to take advantage of the land, money that could be better used for other things. But all the established lands that already have cities built within them and can be targeted by a crusade are pretty far away from you and might be more difficult to defeat, so it's kind of a trade-off either way. Other quick ways to take over city-filled land include holy warring the feudal Slavic pagans in the Pomerania region, and inviting claimants to duchies in Sweden, Norway, or Denmark, landing them and pushing their claims as your vassals to put those cities under the control of your realm. The final requirement for Aegir's Island is fully upgrading your family palace. No quick workaround for this one. It's going to take a long time and take the majority of the money that you earn on this campaign. The only advice I have to offer is to start early, prioritize the upgrades that give you additional tax income because they'll help reimburse their own construction costs, and if you're comfortable with your current level of income, consider changing your steward's task from collecting taxes to helping with construction in your capital. Even though your family palace isn't on the map, the steward does give a bonus to construction speed to it by performing this job, and the better a steward they are, the faster you can get these built. Once you've got 20 cities in your realm and a fully decked out family palace, Aegir's Island will be complete. The final challenge, Trading Cities, requires your overall republic to own 60 trade posts for the gold challenge, with all the different patrician families' posts added together. Build up your dynasty to build up your own trade post limit, and if you have any vassal patrician families that are below their current limit, you can help them out by sending them money that they'll usually use to build up to their max limit. Help your patrician families grow large so that their own trade post limits get high enough for them to contribute toward the total in this challenge. Once the families have a combined total of 60 trade posts, your Monarch's journey is complete. Thanks for watching this video. I know Gotland has always been a popular start in this game, and after playing through the challenge I can definitely understand why. I think most people playing Gotland would expand into taking over Sweden and Scandinavia, but there's really a lot of freedom to go off in whatever direction you want and make a crazy amount of money no matter where you choose to go. Let me know what you thought of the Gotland challenge, and if you came up with any creative ideas for how to get all these challenges done faster than I did, I'd love to hear them. See you all next time.